the business we are in at LSU, providing a world-class experience for our student athletes to compete and earn their degrees.
Happy New Year, Tiger fans. I'm Emily Dixon, and you're watching a brand new season of Inside LSU Sports presented by Community Coffee. The start of the year is always a busy time for LSU athletics, and as we wrap up the football season here at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's time to dive deeper into some other sports all across campus. In tonight's episode, we bring you all the sights and sounds from Kim Mulkey's first SEC home win. We head to Orlando for a big night for the track and field program and more. But first, let's get things rolling with head coach Jay Clark and Mike Smith as they introduce Tiger fans to the new LSU gymnastics staff and preview the season opener versus Centenary.
Inside LSU Sports, presented by Community Coffee, is brought to you each week by the 8 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Planet Fitness, official gym partner of the LSU Tigers. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Bud Light.
Hello, Tiger fans, and welcome to Inside LSU Sports presented by Community Coffee. I'm Mike Smith, and we're in the fabulous LSU Gymnastics Training Center on the LSU campus in Baton Rouge. It is fantastic. The calendar has turned to a new year, and that means LSU Gymnastics is right on the schedule. Coming up on Friday night, the Tigers will host Centenary College, and it's going to be a great way to kick off the 2022 campaign. Joining me here in the LSU Gymnastics Training Center is our head coach, Jay Clark, starting his second season as our head coach. Number 10 overall, Jay, here in Tiger Town. Where has time gone?
It's amazing, man. I can remember living in the hotel the first 6 months I was here, and that doesn't seem that long ago. But 10 years has gone by, and we're in our 10th season of this show, and it's been an amazing time here for us here in Baton Rouge.
What a great ride it's been. And look, I really firmly believe that the best is yet to come.
Yeah.
And this season in particular, folks are just buzzing about this LSU gymnastics team.
Yeah.
So much enthusiasm around the program.
There really is. There really is a great deal of enthusiasm. A lot of it has to do with what up to this point has been a sort of a release from COVID restrictions and pent-up angst and wanting to get back into the PMAC and do that. And I think a lot of it, too, is knowing that our 5 seniors that returned from last year and knowing that we had a great push, a great run, and a good team last year, knowing that we've got that same core together and the addition of some new freshmen. So there's just a lot of natural excitement about the upcoming season and being able to kind of create a more of a sense of normalcy. I don't even know if last year can be considered a normal year.
Right, and you know, around that buzz, the Gymnastics 101 event in December was an amazing opportunity for you to coalesce that talent and really assess what you have and offer the newcomers a chance to really get into the PMAC and get a sense of what competing in that arena is going to be like.
It is, and 101's a huge thing for us because it's our only opportunity annually to get into the space that we actually compete in, feel what that feels like, hear what that sounds like, breathe that air, and kind of get in there. So it's a big experience for our kids. We build it up, we train for it as if it's a competition, and it's an important learning and growing experience for us all, and I was pleased with how it went.
You know, we had a really nice turnout of fans in particular. They helped create that environment that you're talking about, but a couple of things that stood out for you through the 101 process that you then took into the gym for the remainder of December?
Well, I think primarily we got a good look at what a couple of the freshmen were able to do. Aaliyah Finnegan started out a little bit slow coming out of the training that she had been in, and she had had surgery on her foot right before coming to school. and we got her feet wet a little bit in some spots, and then KJ Johnson doing 2 events that she was able to do. The power, the raw power that athlete brings to the table is good to see. And see how they'd respond, because sometimes you get someone that trains a certain way and then you watch what they do in that environment. Some kids are kind of adrenaline junkies and they tend to raise their level. Kennedy Edney comes to mind that way. We couldn't always get her to train exactly the way we wanted her to compete, but when the lights came on, she was ready to go. And I feel like in KJ we've got a similar type athlete. She seems to really rise to the occasion.
So then you spent the time between 101, the Christmas, New Year's break. You were some of the kids were able to go home a bit, but then you came back into the gym. We're getting ready for this big meet on Friday night to kick off the 22 campaign.
Yeah, and this is always probably the week or two where, from a coach's perspective, that's the most frustrating, the most angst-filled time, because you give them that break, which is much needed, but then you've got to come out of the break. And coming out of the break, sometimes knocking the rust off in our sport can take a few days. And so last week was a bit of a struggle. They were sore, they were hurting, they were lethargic a little bit, and we kind of had to get them going. But we'll find out here in the next day or so where we're at.
So Centenary comes in. Of course, that's a late-minute change there, a last-minute change, an opportunity for to highlight an in-state opponent, which we don't have very many of in collegiate gymnastics. Your thoughts on the ladies coming into town? Well,
we're just grateful that they were able to accept a last-minute invitation. West Virginia, because of COVID protocols, had a significant portion of their team out. They were being told by their healthcare people they weren't going to let them travel. Centenary was gracious and did us a favor and allowed us to keep this meet going, which we need. We need to compete, and getting them down here at a moment's notice, I hope our fans will make it an enjoyable experience for Centenary as well.
5:45, our introductions, the meet at 6 o'clock. Of course, it'll be on the SEC Network, and we're going to talk a lot more about that and the upcoming 2022 season for your Fighting Tigers gymnastics team after this quick timeout inside LSU Sports.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron. Thanks.
Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades?
Need more ice.
And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold.
Why don't you try using the Plumsky method?
Brings out the citrus notes.
Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
Mommy, guess what? We win.
Hi, that's fake, mi amor. Ice cream?
Yeah!
Okay.
Protect your connected devices with advanced security included with Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
We get it. It feels like everything has changed. Masking up, changing demands at work, fewer gatherings. But one thing hasn't changed: our commitment to your health. It's why Our Lady of the Lake Physician Group keeps finding better ways to serve you. Video visits with one of our providers, online scheduling, weekend hours, and nearly 100 locations where providers know your medical history. Our Lady of the Lake Physician Group, providing you with the best care where and when you need it.
As humankind faces its most critical challenges yet, the world demands leaders, and LSU is taking up the charge. The research we do here goes everywhere to protect communities threatened by climate change, so you can live your life with fewer worries about tomorrow. We're formulating a better way for everyone, because at LSU, our calling is humanity.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go: lsushop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. Lending the way home buyers prefer it.
Welcome back, Tiger fans, inside LSU Sports, again from the LSU Gymnastics Training Center on the LSU campus in Baton Rouge. Jay, we left off talking about the 2022 season. Tiger fans are going to notice some new faces on the coaching staff to join you and Bugs. And Garrett Griffeth is at the top of that list.
Yeah, he is. He and his wife, Courtney McCool Griffith, joined us in August of this year and really already have made an immediate impact on everything that we're doing from recruiting. Courtney is our floor coach. We list her as an assistant, though technically she's the volunteer assistant. She's in the gym every single day. And Garrett has spearheaded and is now our vault coach and is coordinating all of our recruiting efforts and really telling me where to be and who I need to see, which is a nice change, actually. My bandwidth had been consumed with other things, and I needed somebody to kind of take that over, and so he's done an amazing job. He's meticulous, he's organized, he's relentless in terms of how he goes about the recruiting efforts, and it's already paying dividends.
And that was a word that I was going to use because his reputation coming into LSU was a relentless, tireless worker, and his resume building up to coming here to Baton Rouge is exactly that.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course I know them both. They've got a great deal of history with both of them. Coached and recruited Courtney and worked with her for a year, and then Garrett was part of my staff while I was at Georgia before I left. And so getting them back here and getting them in the fold again and really the energy that this entire staff brings to the table, creativity, the ideas, all those things is a nice thing for this old dog who only knows how to do things one way. So injecting some change is not a bad thing.
You know, Tiger fans, we put a microphone on Garrett Griffith and followed him around a bit. I think you're really going to enjoy this behind-the-scenes visit with Garrett Griffith, our new assistant coach for LSU Gymnastics.
Stand it up. You twist in just a little bit early. You're getting excited, like you're getting a little amped up and juiced. Yeah. Bring it down. Just bring it down just a little bit. How I feel? Feel pretty good? Shoulders feel open? A little bit more. Finishing that round off so the shoulders are open. Make sure that front finishes right, and make sure where the arms, the round off finishes, the arms are elevated on the board so they're getting down quick. Energy and effort, right? That's what we got to bring, all right? And that includes everybody in this circle, all right? Let's bring the heat, let's go. It's fast and furious. I mean, you are running dead sprint at a table that's not going to move. You're going to hit it as hard as you can. You're going to fly high and you're going to try to land. It's a game of inches. If one thing is just a little bit off, the rest of it can be off. There you go. That was better. That was better. The call came to come back home and work for Jay, and it was an opportunity that we couldn't pass up. Working for Jay feels like home. He's family to us and a big part of our lives. He's been a mentor for us in our journey in coaching, and so I say coming home because it's coming home to work for Jay. Georgia is home for me, but Louisiana definitely feels like home. Come on, Hay. Patient, press. I think you'll see with very talented individuals, a lot of times things come easy. And so when you recruit those athletes, when they get into college and things get a little bit tougher, they get in a team environment, sometimes it doesn't work out as well. So you want to find someone who's got the balance between talent and character. There's that quote that, talent sets the floor and character sets the ceiling as far as where you're going to go. So I think as a staff, I think that's what we try to look for in the recruits. I think Jay's done a phenomenal job with that, and I think in the next couple of years you'll see just it continue to grow. What were you counting?
I count. I'm gonna do this. I gotta count the people, and then that is what I'm gonna do.
Are you counting everything in the gym right now? Like you're counting mats and no? What they do is nothing short of incredible. So when they come in the gym every single day, it can get monotonous because you're doing it throughout the fall, and we have such a long lead-up period to when you get to season. That having fun in the gym is what breaks up kind of the monotony of it, right? And you're working hard every single day, but if you're not having fun, then eventually you're gonna burn out. And so trying to keep it fun, trying to keep it light for these girls is very important to us so that they can kind of keep their edge and come in the gym and feel fresh every single day and not feel like this is something that is a never-ending cycle.
Stay tuned for more Inside LSU Sports after this break.
Some traditions just keep getting better and better. Ford F-Series, the official truck of the NFL and America's best-selling trucks 44 years and counting.
Now is the time for new beginnings. For holding each other's hands. For encouraging each other. And for working together. At Women's, our mission is to improve the health of all women and infants. So today, we're focused on new ways to care for you and keep you safe. Because seeing you healthy and strong is important to us.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron. Thanks.
Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades?
Need more ice.
And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold.
Why don't you try using the Plumsky method?
Brings out the citrus notes.
Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
As humankind faces its most critical challenges yet, the world demands leaders, and LSU is taking up the charge. The research we do here goes everywhere to protect communities threatened by climate change, so you can live your life with fewer worries about tomorrow. We're formulating a better way for everyone, because at LSU, our calling is humanity.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, lsushop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by TJ Rizz, legendary Louisiana barbecue.
All right, ready to go? Yes, sir. Off we go. All right, welcome.
Okay, Cameron, you come on this side.
Louisiana State University, Mr. Jumps, JuVaughn Harrison.
Man, am I glad to see you guys. I'm sitting out here. What are the odds your mom cries tonight?
If I win, 100%.
100%? God gave him a gift. And, he's using it very, very well.
The Bowerman 2021 men's winner, JuVaughn Harrison. I want to start off by thanking my teammates this year. It was a great year winning an NCAA title with you guys. It meant a lot being my last season. And I would like to thank, lastly, but very much not least, my mom and my little brother. Y'all two are, oh, there she go crying. Y'all are my world, and I do everything I do on the track for you guys. And I love you. Thank you.
Get over here. I'm so proud of you. Come on, Mom.
It's the Heisman Trophy of track and field, and you saw the emotion there from LSU's JuVaughn Harrison as he became the first male athlete in school history to win the coveted Bowerman Award. And it's only fitting that fresh off a national championship this spring, that longtime head coach Dennis Shaver got his special moment in Orlando as well when he was inducted into the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association Hall of Fame.
Just a kid from Salina, Kansas. Dennis Shaver has managed to become one of the greatest track and field coaches of all time. For the last 40 years, he's molded student athletes into being the best they can be,
Well, I think the biggest thing is that it's not really a job. I really enjoy being around the athletes. Practice is my favorite time of the day. The overall personal growth as well as athletic growth and academic growth that takes place among the athletes while they're here.
Shaver has played an integral role in LSU track and field's highly accomplished history, being a part of 14 national titles, 52 top 4 finishes at the NCAA championships, and 53 top 3 finishes in the SEC.
Well, I think that's probably the biggest thing, just being real positive with the athletes, believing in them that they can accomplish the things that you say that they can do. You're really trying to teach them the important things about technique as well as about life. You know, that's what we're out there to do, and that's what I enjoy doing on a daily basis.
Through the Tigers' tremendous success on the track, Shaver has been celebrated for his outstanding accomplishments as a coach, receiving 8 SEC Coach of the Year awards, 8 USTF-CCCA South Region Coach of the Year awards, 2008 and 2012 NCAA Women's National Outdoor Coach of the Year, 2020 NCAA Women's National Indoor Coach of the Year, and 2021 NCAA Men's National Outdoor Coach of the Year.
As traditionally, we've always been able to have teams that had a chance to win national titles and be in the hunt every year. And I think that's a big motivating factor because nobody likes to get beat, including me.
He has made a lasting impact on the sport of track and field, collegiately and worldwide, with his 34 Olympians, 12 Olympic medalists, 643 All-America honors, 80 NCAA event titles, 191 SEC event titles, and he's coached 2 winners of the Bowerman, Sha'Carri Richardson in 2019 and Kimberlyn Duncan in 2012.
One of the most satisfying things, though, is one of the things you mentioned, and that's just to see people in our sport become professionals in the sport and represent, their various countries at a high level. That's always a real special and encouraging kind of thing for all of us to see that kind of development take place at a place like LSU.
As he earns the highest honor of being inducted into the USTF-CCCA Hall of Fame, his impact on the sport of track and field is immeasurable. The sheer number of athletes he's had an impact on is astounding. So, join us in celebrating one of the greatest to ever do it, Dennis Shaver.
Stay tuned for more Inside LSU Sports after this break.
We're Dudley DeBosier. As an official partner of LSU Athletics, we love being back here on campus.
It's where we began our journey as lawyers.
And it keeps us connected to the community we pledged to serve.
This place has made a difference in so many lives across the state.
And it inspires us to do the same.
We're a law firm that cares about this community.
And that's the Dudley DeBosier difference.
Demand Dudley DeBosier, official partner of LSU Athletics. 444-4444.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron. Thanks.
Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades?
Need more ice.
And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold.
Why don't you try using the Plumsky method?
Brings out the citrus notes.
Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really, really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
Mommy, guess what? We're it.
Hi, that's fake, mi amor. Ice cream?
Yeah!
Okay. Protect your connected devices with advanced security included with Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
As humankind faces its most critical challenges yet, the world demands leaders, and LSU is taking up the charge. The research we do here goes everywhere to protect communities threatened by climate change, so you can live your life with fewer worries about tomorrow. We're formulating a better way for everyone, because at LSU, our calling is humanity.
When you support, she soars. When you donate, he delivers. When you provide, they prevail. Since 1987, TAF members have lifted the minds, bodies, and spirits of LSU student athletes, making sure they have what they need to succeed in competition, the classroom, and in life. When you give, they go.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Our Lady of the Lake Children's Health, one of Louisiana's largest pediatric healthcare networks.
As today, the Tigers play their home opener in SEC play, and they take on the Texas Aggies. Pointer picking up where she left off in Athens. It's 3-0 Tiger. That one's off the back iron, but there's Newby. Shot fake layup, good by Newby. Gets it out to Morris. She'll take the three left side. It's good. Finds Gusters in the lane. One dribble, 5-footer up, and it bounces in. Into the front court with two, with one 18-footer. It's good again!
It's what she does.
It is what she does.
Tee it up, let's go.
Will lob it left side. Morris, a catch and shoot three. It's good from the left side. Hit Afua in the lane, off the glass and in. Afua going full throttle. What was it of the crowd? 47-44. Off the Pointer, up ahead Cherry. Cherry's going to the bucket, layup is good! Cherry, left elbow out to Pointer, 23-foot three ball. Good! It's good! 7-point lead! This ball game is over, and LSU is 2-0 in SEC play. The final score in the Maravich Center, LSU rallies from behind after 3 quarters to win over the Texas Aggies.
Hey, what's going on, baby? I'm gonna fight like hell for you guys. I'm so proud. Let's clap.
How about that turnaround? The Tigers won just 9 games last season, and Kim Mulkey and her staff have the Tigers at 14-1 to start this season and 2-0 in SEC play. Both the men's and women's teams have big SEC matchups this week, and we'll have all the interviews and highlights for you on Inside LSU Basketball, which airs on Sunday night and replays throughout the week. I'm Emily Dixon, and as always, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Inside LSU Sports, presented by Community Coffee. We'll see you next week.
Inside LSU Sports, presented by Community Coffee, is brought to you each week by the 8 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Planet Fitness, official gym partner of the LSU Tigers. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers.
This is the business we are in at LSU, providing a world-class experience for our student athletes to compete and earn their degrees.